note cards. You have to like read them.
That just has to be a second.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So do you remember the last time you went to dinner, out to dinner? Did you take your cell phone with you?
Yes.
Where was it when you were eating dinner?
On the table.
Was it in your pocket? Was it in your purse? Sitting on the table? Or were you on it? If not, did you look around? Were there other people that were on it? According to Pew Research, approximately 90% of people, adults, own cell phones. And over half of them are smartphones. 3 out of 5 Americans say they can't go 1 hour without checking their cell phone. According to Pew Research, the cell phone is the most quickly adopted consumer technology in the whole world. From 2004 to 2013, it went from 65% of adults to 90% of adults owning a cell phone. 1/3 of the population of homes in the U.S. don't have a landline. In fact, most kids don't even know how to use a regular phone or what it is. Kids are getting cell phones at the average of an age of 13, but most get them before that. In 2013, the number of connected mobile devices was greater than the entire population of the world. It exceeded the entire population of the world. Some third world countries don't even have cell phones. Cell phones are expanding by leaps and bounds. It's getting crazy. According to mind-blowing cell phone statistics, there are 200 trillion text messages sent in the United States every single day. 200 trillion in the U.S. The money spent on cell phones is projected to go from 42.8 million that it was in 2010 to 1.8 billion by 2015. From 2009, there were 300 million apps purchased. In 2010, that number had grown to 5 billion. According to the state of mobile, smartphones aren't used just for calling and texting. In fact, 1/3 of the time spent on smartphones is spent playing games, with 18% spent surfing the web, another 18% spent on Facebook, and the other third of time is spent reading the news, utilities, communication, and productivity. According to Statistics Brain, 29% of Americans say that their cell phone is the first thing and the last thing they check every day. 67%, almost half of the people in America sleep with a phone next to their bed because they're scared they're going to miss a text message or a call. 67% of people check their phone when it doesn't even ring or vibrate, just to make sure that they're not missing something. 37% of Americans say they can't go 30 minutes without checking their phone. 30 minutes. So what are we doing while we're on our cell phone? What are we missing out on? What is it interfering with? Well, 32% of Americans say they're on their cell phone while they're driving. How safe is that? And 1/3 of Americans are on their cell phones when they're playing with their kids. And 60% of them are on their cell phones while they're watching TV. 36% of Americans say that they're on their phones when they're at a restaurant. Although I kind of think that number sounds low. I see people on them all the time. I'm wondering if it's just who admit they're on it when they're actually eating. But 29% of Americans say they can't imagine their life without their cell phones. Although that too sounds kind of low to me. I don't see very many people walking around without their phones. CNN says that the problem with cell phones is the instant gratification of it. People are missing out on spending time with the people they love because they're too busy spending time and communicating with people all over the world. They're posting pictures they're waiting for someone to tell them how great they look, how much fun they look like they're having. That need for approval is addicting. And people are wasting away, spending their time on their cell phones. I want to read you a poem by Gary Turk. You can look this poem up on YouTube, and it has a video that goes with it. It's called Look Up. And I'm just going to read a part of the poem, but I highly recommend watching the whole thing. So look up from your phones. Shut down those displays. We have a finite existence, a set number of days. Don't waste your life getting caught in the net, because when the end comes, there's nothing worse than regret. I am guilty, too, of being part of this machine. The digital world we are, heard but not seen, where we type as we talk and we read as we chat, where we spend hours together and never even make eye contact. So don't give in to life where you follow the hype. Give people your love. Don't give them your like. Disconnect from the need to be heard and defined. Get out into the world and leave all the distractions behind. I want to challenge you to put down your phone.
Oh.
Take the time to do other things, to spend time with the people that you're with. Set cell phone free time. Don't allow cell phones at dinner, bedtimes, family time, date nights. Those cell phones, the world's not going to end if you go 2 or 3 hours without answering a text or an email. But the moments that you lose with the ones you love, you can never get back. So another thing you can do is take a technological break. Set aside a time and say, I'm going to take your computers, I'm going to take your tablets, we're going to give up our cell phones. And get out there and do something. Get away from it. Go camping. Go to the beach. Do something. Spend the time with the people you really love. Engage with them. Otherwise, you're missing out and life's just passing you by.